Hi everyone, welcome to English for You. I'm Kat.
And I'm Laura.
And today we are talking about, well, something relating to traveling. We're not talking about traveling, so we're not talking about a place, but we're talking about something you do when you travel, something you send to people.
I love getting these too.
Yeah, do you? I love them too.
Yes.
Yeah. I have friends send me them sometimes, and sometimes I will send them from other places. It's postcards! Woohoo! And also souvenirs.
Oh, yay! Even better.
Souvenirs are like, stuff that people bring back for you. But postcards are just, those little cards that when you're traveling, you can find them in shops. And they show like a pretty picture of the place where you are.
Like, I think it's great to actually receive and checking the pictures and everything.
The last postcards that I sent were from the Netherlands. And so they had things like bicycles. They had like... I don't know, the plates that are from Delft.
Oh.
Yeah, the white and blue porcelain pottery, stuff like that.
So nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. So I sent those out. I really like postcards.
My friend
really great.
Tiffany is actually in France right now. And she said she's going to send one. So I'm waiting for one now.
Awesome. If she doesn't send it, at least she can bring it back for you.
Okay.
But it's kind of special to see the stamp and the, the travel stamp up in the top. And then like it made its way to you.
Yay.
Yeah. So postcards are really special, but people don't send them as much these days, which is a little bit sad. But apparently there is somebody else who loves postcards even more than we do. And he came up with a really cool website about postcards and to help people send them to each other. We're going to learn about it right now in this article. Let's check it out.
Reading.
Getting to know the world through post-crossing. It used to be common to send postcards to people while on vacation. However, now that we have social media, we tend to upload pictures rather than send postcards. Many people still enjoy receiving beautiful postcards from interesting places, though. If you're one of these people, you should try post-crossing. Paulo Malgarrais, a Portuguese man who loves getting postcards, set up the post-crossing website to share his passion. As long as you have an account, you can request an address. You mail a postcard to this address, and the receiver registers it on the post-crossing website when it arrives. Other post-crossers will be able to send postcards to you. Post-crossers can also exchange postcards on Instagram and Facebook. They post pictures of their postcards so others can ask for the ones they like. Trades let people collect lots of beautiful postcards. Though traveling is very difficult right now, post-crossing allows people to get to know the world in a fun and sociable way.
Our article starts out by talking about postcards. It used to be common to send postcards to people while on vacation. Used to?
Okay, I thought they still do it now.
I thought people still do
it. Still like it, guys.
Yeah.
所以好啦，可能对于你们来讲，你们会比较没有那么喜欢明信片，或是没有那么盛行。但是以前度假的时候寄给别人明信片是一个非常普遍的事情哦。
However, now that we have social media, we tend to upload pictures rather than send postcards. I do both. Yeah. Anyway, now that we have social media is how we say this. So now that is this phrase that is used to show how something is different than before. So since this is now true, means now that something. So like now that I know you, maybe before before I thought that you were kind of stuck up. I thought, but now that I know you're a nice person. I mean, since I know you now. By the way, I didn't think that of you. Just for the record. So now that we have social media, people upload pictures rather than send postcards. Rather than means in place of or instead of something.
Yes.
So even though I do both, some people might think like, sending postcards is too complicated. Rather than do that, I will upload pictures to social media. Yeah. And they tend to do this. This is a verb that we're going to learn about right now. When somebody tends to do something, this is used to say what often happens or what someone often does or what they're likely to do. So we don't use tend by itself in this way. We will use it with to and another verb after it. So you could also say somebody has a tendency. That's the noun form. So if you tend to do something, it means that you often do that thing. Maybe it's your habit. So an example, I tend to forget things at home. So I always keep a list on my door to look at before I leave.
所以我们刚刚提到是以前就是大家非常喜欢寄明信片，但是呢，然而由于我们现在有社交媒体，我们往往就会上传照片，而不是寄明信片哦。Now that 这个片语常常我们提到就是既然或是由于什么什么，而 tend 这个动词就是倾向于，所以我们如果要说我们往往会如何如何，我们就要用 tend， 然后后面接不定词。举例来说。True story again. I tend to go to bed late because I want to chill and watch Netflix after a long day of work.
Rather than go to bed.
Yeah, exactly. Rather than 而不是，没错，而不是乖乖的上床睡觉。Sorry.
I think what you have is what they call revenge bedtime procrastination.
Yes.
Yeah, where you feel like, I spent so much time doing busy things today. I want to chill out.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, people don't send postcards.
They upload pictures instead.
Yeah, exactly. But the article says, many people still enjoy receiving beautiful postcards from interesting places, though. Like
me. And me.
Yeah.
然而很多人仍然享受或是非常喜欢收到有趣的地方的美丽的明信片啦。
Yeah. If you're one of these people, you should try post-crossing.
OK. 所以如果你是这样子的人，应该就是包含我跟 Kat， 你应该试试看。明信片交流 postcrossing 这个字其实是有两个字组合，就是 postcard 明信片，还有 crossing 有交叉啦或是穿越，这是字面上的意思，不过在本课可以引申解释为交流，所以是这两个字组合成的。
All right, so what is it about this site? Let's learn a little bit more. Paulo Magalhães, a Portuguese man who loves getting postcards, set up the post-crossing website to share his passion. So he set it up. To set up is this nice phrasal verb that means to create something or establish something for a certain purpose. So like if you set up a company, then means you have created a company and now you're going to run it. If you set up a club at your school, that means you start it.
Wow.
So he set up a website. That's just a place on the internet. Like Facebook is a website. All the different dictionaries have websites. So a lot of people have their own personal website because they want to show like their work, something like
profile.
that. Yeah, and they want to use this website to share his passion. Passion is something that you enjoy or love doing very, very much. Now, you could also say passion is like a strong, excited feeling about something like, I feel so much passion about this play. Like I can feel so much passion from the characters. Their emotions are so strong. But your passion is just something that you have like a fire in your heart that you really love to do. So what's your passion?
I think I really like teaching.
Yeah, teaching is Laura's passion. My passion, I have many passions. I think art, language, music. Yeah. Those are all passions of mine. So an example sentence you could say, Sarah has a great passion for books. She reads over 50 every year.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah.
OK. 所以一个名字叫做 Paulo Magalhães 的葡萄牙的男人，他非常喜欢收明信片诶，所以呢，他就设立了一个叫做 Postcrossing， 就是这个网站来分享他的兴趣哦。这里有提到他是葡萄牙人 Portuguese，这个形容词就是有葡萄牙的意思。 那 website 大家应该不陌生吧，就是网站的意思，它是一个名词，它设立或是创立了一个网站，我们要用 set up something 这个片语哦。那 passion 刚刚我们一直提到的就是热情或者他有兴趣的意思，它是一个名词。You know, I've always had a great passion for mystery books.
Oh, is that right?
就是推理型或者是很悬疑的一些书，我就很想要去了解说 who killed who. Yeah, okay. And of course, you could also use I'm passionate about something.
Yes.
就是对什么东西很热衷、很感兴趣哦。Okay, so yeah, that's a lot of words we learned from this sentence.
A lot from this sentence, along with this guy's name, which you won't hear it again, but yeah, his name is Paulo Magales. As long as you have an account on Postcrossing,
right?
You can request an address or address. So, to request something means to ask nicely for it. Please, may I have an address? So it's to ask something in a polite or formal way. Or the noun form, a request, is a polite asking. So like if I make a request to you, or you can also say, I request that you do this for me. Like, I want to request that you buy me a drink. I will pay you back, that sort of thing. Yeah, so to use it as a verb, here's an example. The student requested that the people sitting next to him be quieter so he could study. Excuse me, you're being a little bit loud. Could you keep it down? Yeah, that's a request.
Okay, 所以呢，大家可能好奇说Postcrossing. Yeah, okay. 到底要怎么使用呢？只要你有账号的话，你就可以要求一个地址哦。那这里我们提到的只要怎么样怎么样，我们来看一下这样的用法。刚刚其实有听到 as long as， 或者我们也可以用 so long as， 是从属连接词，它的意思就是只要怎么样就怎么样。它的引导的副词子句可以放在主要子句的之前或是之后来修饰。那放在句首的时候呢，要记得主要的子句就是中间需要有逗号隔开哟。我们来看一个例子会更清楚，每次在讲的时候就觉得有点问号。好，这个很简单 You can go out and play as long as you finish your homework. 妈妈可能会这么跟你讲，只要呢你完成了你的作业，你就可以出去玩咯。那如果你要放在句首的话，记得要有逗点哦。As long as you finish your homework, comma, 这里要逗点 You can go out and play. So we also saw the word request, okay? 它是一个正式的说法，表示要求、请求，它是一个动词。For example, you need to request permission from the teacher if you want to leave early. And of course, you could also have a strong request. 有时候如果说不能做什么事情，比较强烈的说法，我们可能会这么说。Passengers are requested not to throw things out of the window. Don't do that.
Please do not do that. Like, even though there's a please, even though it's still a strong, it's more like, don't do it or else. Yeah. So, what do you get when you request an address on Postcrossing? The article says you mail a postcard to this address, and the receiver registers it on the Postcrossing website when it arrives. So, a receiver, or what I would say is a recipient. So, that's a person who receives or gets something from someone or somewhere else. Basically, you know, you give somebody something and then they receive it. They are a receiver. So, an example sentence, I sent out invitations to my party, but most of the receivers never replied. Oh, nobody came to my party. Or they all came and they didn't tell me they were going to come.
Okay, they're too lazy to say, yes, I will come.
Yeah, exactly. So what do? They register for this address. So to register means to put your name on an official list. And actually, okay, it's not the people putting their names, it's they're putting the postcard on the website. So they're registering the postcard in a list on the website of postcards that have been sent and received.
OK, 所以刚刚就是说你可以要求个地址嘛，就是有账号的话，那你寄出明信片，然后到这个地址，然后呢，当这个收件人收到的时候，他就会在这个 Postcrossing 的网站上做一个登记这样子动作哦。 OK, receiver or recipient 其实就是收件人或者是接收的人这样子的意思。For example, do we need to write the receiver's cell phone number on the package?
That's a good question.
有时候我们可能在一个包裹上想说，是不是要放一下收件人的这个手机，可能比较容易联络到他，如果怕他收不到哦。Register 这个动词就是登记的意思啦。
So once you receive a postcard,
Right.
and then you register it on the site, the article says other postcrossers will be able to send postcards to you.
I get the idea now.
Yeah.
所以其他参与这个明信片交流活动的人也可以寄明信片给你哦。Postcrosser, OK, 刚刚我们有学到 postcrossing， 其实这里应该不难猜到，就是参与明信片交流活动的人，因为 ER 在字尾，就是什么什么人。
It makes me think like, I could probably go and get some very cute Taipei or Taiwan postcards, send them to other people around the world, and get a bunch of postcards back. Woohoo! Yeah. So the article says postcrossers can also exchange postcards on Instagram and Facebook. Okay, so not just the website, you can also use IG, you can use FB, you can exchange them. So to exchange means to give something and receive something in return. It's like crossing. Yeah. So exchange, means you, get something and get something back. The students exchanged cards and gifts on Valentine's Day to show their friendship. That's one example of the word exchange.
OK, 所以 postcrosser 还可以在这个脸书啊，还有 Instagram 上面交换明信片哦。Exchange 这个动词就是交换的意思。I tend to think of a clothing swap when I look at this word. Because my friends and I exchange clothes and it feels like we get to wear lots of clothes without having to spend so much money buying clothes.
Yeah, or I think of gift exchanges at Christmas.
Christmas.
Like where people do like a secret Santa. You don't know who it's from, but
I love that idea.
Yeah, it's so fun. So the article says they post pictures of their postcards so others can ask for the ones they like. So if I post a bunch of pictures of Taiwan postcards and people can say like, I want this one.
OK. 所以呢，他们会 po 他们的明信片的照片，如此一来呢，别人就可以就是要他们喜欢的明信片，就是我要这个 It looks really pretty. Can I have it?
Yeah, exactly. So the article says trades let people collect lots of beautiful postcards. So trades, it doesn't mean you sell them, you trade them. Let's find out what trade means. A trade, or to trade things, means it's kind of like an exchange. It's almost exactly like an exchange. It's the act of exchanging one thing for another. So when you make a trade with somebody, you might think of Pokemon cards or some things that people trade very commonly. Or you can trade stories, like you tell your friend one story, they tell you another story. Or you might trade your services for something else. Like maybe you help your friend with something and they give you something in return. So yeah, it's usually the exchange of one thing for another, and it's usually the same value. So it's got to be like, if this is one, then this is one. So an example sentence, like I just said, Jen made a trade of her favorite Pokemon card for her friend's rarer one.
所以我们今天学习到就是 postcrossing 明信片交换，让人们可以收集很多很美丽的明信片哦。那我们最后来要看这个字 trade， 就是交换，通常可能就是等值的，或是差不多一样价钱的东西的交换哦。For example, let's make a trade. My frisbee for your toy car.
Okay, take it. All right, so you can trade postcards as well through Instagram, through Facebook, through postcrossing website. Yeah, so though traveling is very difficult right now, postcrossing allows people to get to know the world in a fun and sociable way. Yeah, of course, postcards are fun, and they also help you be sociable. To be sociable means that you are very interested in interacting with people. Like you really like people. It's involving friendly and pleasant social relations. So I think
want to
Laura,
make friends.
I think you're a very sociable person. Like
so are you.
Yeah, you like to, interact with other people. Sometimes I'm a little bit of like a homebody. I stay at home and I...
宅宅.
Yeah, but... to be sociable means you like people, and like it's an interesting way to get to know other people if you send them a postcard.
You like to interact with people and make friends.
Yes.
OK, 所以虽然旅游现在很困难，但是明信片交换的活动是人人可以用一种非常有趣而且有机会社交的方式来认识这个世界哦。Allow 在这里指的是使什么有可能或是让什么有机会，所以我们常常的用法是 allow somebody to do something。而 sociable 刚刚我们一直提到的就是一个形容词，表示有机会交际的啦，或是允许社交的这样子的意思咯。Wow, that comes to the end of our article.
Yeah, exactly. So now you know a little more about the Post Crossing website. If you like postcards, this might be something for you to do. I think I'm going to check it out.
Same.
Yeah. So with that, let's come to the end of our article. Let's go to our For You chat.
You chat.
All right, our chat question today. Would you like to become a post-crosser? Why or why not?
I think we've already mentioned this a lot of times that yes, we do.
Yeah, although I think I might be too lazy.
Oh, you would?
I might be too lazy or too busy. Or like maybe the thing is like I don't really like using the mail.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think I'd do it just to participate in this. I think it'd be fun because I do like collecting postcards. And
I really like to check other people's postcards on like Facebook or Instagram. When they were talking about it, we could actually take a look at them. So I think that's actually fun. And I think the whole idea is that because of COVID, we don't really get to travel that often. I think the fun of looking at beautiful places will make us happier.
Yeah, exactly. You are right. I think you were right. So, yeah, if you like to try post-crossing, and I think one of the things, again, is getting messages on the back of the postcard, too. Like, that's also special. Yeah. So getting little letters, getting beautiful pictures. If you want to check this out, go ahead and try Googling post-crossing. And so that's all for our article.
Yes.
We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Tend. I tend to eat unhealthy snacks at night if I don't eat a good dinner. Passion. Rebecca has a passion for reading. She finishes many books every month. Request. Mel needed to go to the hospital at lunch, so he requested a longer lunch break than usual. Receiver. The receiver of the package will need to sign their name on the delivery person's special machine. Exchange. I got a pair of jeans as a gift, but they were too small, so I exchanged them for this t-shirt. Trade. Let's make a trade. I'll give you my orange for your apple.
智慧小补帖
Website. Register. Sociable.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作，活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net